And the Mountaineers will put total weather to crank us up. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackled after picking up the first down. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Set up for second and short after that completion. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run play action. Got it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mountaineers offense will have its first possession of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback keeps it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Wait, Ryan, getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game, too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Can't find behind his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Dalton. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Give on the inside. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Madden. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. He'll ride his man on the option.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Touch pass on the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Dances away again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Offense in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The run to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Up-tempo for the offense. The play-action fake. Takes the easy completion. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. The give to the single back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. The option look. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Michigan came through with a lunch pail, hard-hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Might as well stick with him. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops forward and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Griffin. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's straight. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And that second sack of the day really epitomizes what Penn State linebackers are known for. Quick twitch playmakers.
Quick and fast. That's what they always are in Penn State. They find those guys that are athletes that make plays all over the field. And right here, he's got a 2nd sack on the day.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
This one's complete.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the first down.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. We didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going to that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll give it on the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. 3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. He's going to pass. He's got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Caught on the outside, it's Dalton. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. It'll be a draw. Shakes off the defender. Strong running there, going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Garner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, going up top. Catch inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that pass picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Excellent field position here for the offense. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, West Virginia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That drive pretty much imploded, and they'll try to salvage things by punting it away on 4th and long. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield. It's Dalton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dalton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Sometimes you'll hear guys derisively say, well, he just piles up numbers. When the number gets close to 450, that's worth doing.
And that's why they throw it as much as they do, because they've got a difference maker playing the quarterback position. He gives them a chance to be explosive and light up the score.
Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A great catch and run for 6. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
West Virginia, 52. Penn State, 41.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yeah, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute defense.
Afterburners coming. The 20. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Pulled down for the tackle. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quick strike complete.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Griffin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the move. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beaven are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 8 over Iowa State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the ground game. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Off the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around him stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's straight. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Ready to fire from the pistol. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. But a little time, lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's looking to throw. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young player? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Dumps it to the back. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Finds a man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Dalton. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Takes the handoff. It's Griffin. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch down the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Great move. Now he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's straight. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might... Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding it, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They get to the line quickly. Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Snap it to the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job?
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Gets it out fast. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On second down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Number 81.
They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum. And
the ball is picked off. Touchdown, Mountaineers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time. and they could use one here. Out of the backfield, he's open. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's straight. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's straight. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball, just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.